Yo, what's up guys? I have a huge package from Moyu. We've got a lot of cool stuff in here. I haven't seen too many videos on this stuff yet. So yeah, let's just get right into it and check this stuff out. In this package, we have a V11 18th Anniversary Edition, V11 Special Edition, we have 2 versions of that, and then we have the V5 Special Edition, 3 versions of that. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here we have all the cubes. I say we start from what is presumably going to be the cheapest, which is the V5, and then work our way up to the 18th Anniversary Edition. Oh, actually, they sent me 2 versions with the ball core, which is fine. I actually got a duplicate of this package to my old address, so I can tell you that it's just a normal V5. I imagine no one's really going to be buying the cheapest version. This cube is already very reasonably priced, and if you're going to get it, you should just get the UV coated version. Maybe there's a world where you want to get the standard maglev version if you want to have stronger edge magnets, but for right now, we'll just go over the dual adjustment version because yeah, why wouldn't you get the dual adjustment version? It's like maybe $1 more expensive. And then we have 2 ball core versions. So we'll just take a look at these 2 here. We'll get started with the regular magnetic dual adjustment version. Ignore how I opened that. Okay, so in the box, we get V5 cube stand, and this cool black accessory box. Wow. So this version is not UV coated, and this one actually has stronger edge magnets, which seems nice. Internals here are primary. So let's get into first turns. Yeah, this just feels like a normal V5. It feels a little bit looser. Most of the special edition versions of Moyu cubes have different springs, so I imagine that's what's going on here. The cube definitely feels a little bit looser. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't given too much play to the ball core version, so I'm not sure if I'll put these springs into this. I might even go as far as to put the edges into the ball core version just to make it a little bit stronger magnets. But yeah, this feels like a normal V5, but a little bit looser, a little bit faster. The M slices are very, very fast. Like you see, I just did an M4 with a single flick. Let's take a look at the mech. Maybe they put like repelling edge magnets in here or something. I imagine they didn't do it for this version, but yeah, no, so this is just a normal core. But yeah, it's just a V5 that seems to have a slightly different spring elasticity, but that's cool. I will definitely keep this around in case I want to mod the ball core version. So let's take a look at the ball core version now. Same type of stuff in the accessories box, so don't need to worry about that. And like I said, I already got a package with these cubes, so these are not actually my true authentic first impressions. I've tried some versions of these cubes already, but let's get into first turns. Yeah, so this is the ball core UV version. This definitely feels very fast. I imagine there's something going on in the internals with like the springs or the maglev or something like that, but yeah, this cube feels pretty flimsy even though it's on like relatively tight tensions. This kind of just feels like it's trying to keep up with like the modern Moyu cube design philosophy where they're a little bit lighter, feel a little bit more premium. I used to main the V5 very heavily, but I have stopped doing that since, and I now main the 18th Anniversary Edition, maybe the V11. I don't know, maybe some of these new cubes I'll main. But yeah, this just feels like a V5, but with a looser tensioning range, which I think is good because the V5 is relatively blocky, but I do like this slightly faster version of it. So this could be main potential. I really like this black logo too. I think they did a good job with that. It's the only real differentiating factor between this and a normal V5. But yeah, it feels dry, feels blocky, standard V5 stuff. I don't know what the price is going to be on any of these cubes, but this definitely feels pretty nice. I will be setting up all these cubes, giving them a fair shot before my competition this weekend. But yeah, this cube feels pretty nice. It's just a V5, but with a different tensioning range, it feels like. I'm not sure how they made it feel different. Maybe the magnets are looser or weaker. I'm not too sure the intricacies of all that. I just solved the cube. But in my opinion, this could get me back on the V5. I could see that being a possibility. I'll probably put the, I'll probably swap it with this and make a matte one. Just that way I have stronger magnets on the edges, because the magnets here could be a little bit stronger. They're actually not bad, but I do just like stronger magnets, so I would probably opt for that instead. Just had that stronger pull. But yeah, so cool. V5. Overall thoughts? It's a V5, but feels like it's a little bit more modern. The design is exactly the same, but it keeps up with some of like the Super V2s and V11s in terms of like speed. So for me, I'm trying to use faster cubes, so this is definitely something that I will give a shot and keep an eye out for. Next is the V11 special editions. So let's see, this is the magnetic version, and then this is the 20 magnet ball core maglev magic cloth version. There we go. So yeah, let's just crack into both of these and see how they are. Whoa, dude, it's a black V11. That looks so sick. Did I get me? No. We'll find out in the accessory box. Oh, no. Standard new Moyu tool, no screwdriver on it. Pamphlet, whatever, doesn't matter. We know how to solve cubes, right, guys? So yeah, new Moyu box. The V5 didn't come with any box. That's probably good. Some people liked the robot. It's fine. Yeah, first turns on the magnetic version. Yeah, so again, like I said, with the special editions, they feel like they just have a looser tension range. This definitely feels like a little bit looser than the V11. I know people said they had a bit of troubles with the V11 either being too tight or too loose, and this you could probably keep on tighter tensions and still really enjoy the feel. I don't know how big of a difference the black internals make, but it looks really cool, so that's bonus points. Yeah, it feels like a V11. It feels a little bit more stocky. Is that the word? Like, it feels a little bit more solid, but like the actual tensions are a little bit looser. But it feels like more solid of a V11, because with primary internals, the cubes can feel really plush and soft. This feels a little bit harder. I don't know. I don't know how to explain these things. But yeah, feels good. This is only the magnetic version. Again, I might do the same thing where I would swap the matte pieces onto the ball core. Let's look at the ball core version, and then we'll see if you know, we have some potential here to swap this out. Again, same type of stuff in the accessories box, and again, we have another box. That's always good. I have become a box man in recent time. This cube feels flimsier than the other one. Again, all these cubes are going to be on like pretty loose elasticity. They said, I talked to Moyu because they told me they were sending the package, and they had said Yiheng obviously got world record on the V11, and so the special edition versions are like a little bit looser. I could definitely see Yiheng liking a cube like this, because it's it's insanely fast, and this is just straight out the box, so if you set it up, it could definitely be very, very fast. So I think that's why they did this. But yeah, I mean, it feels like, again, like I said, kind of a crispier V11, a little bit harder of a snap, instead of that like plush feeling, which is definitely something that I don't mind. I like both of the feelings. It just kind of depends how it manifests in the cube. Again, the black internals are really, really clean. Magnet strength in comparison to the magnetic version. The magnetic version feels like it has a little bit stronger of a snap. So for all these cubes, I would probably swap out the matte onto the ball core version just to make it a little bit stronger magnets between the edges and the corners. And just because I like matte, this matte actually feels really nice. It's not like super slippery matte. And I know with the Moyu mat, it breaks in really, really well. So that's cool. Yeah, these are just V11s. Again, I don't know what the pricing is going to be on these, but if it's within like $10 of the standard V11, then I would probably go for it over the regular V11. I don't know. I haven't cubed too much recently, so I don't remember how V11 feels. But I do like the performance and tactility of this one, just compared to like what I imagine a V11 to feel like. And then the thing that I'm most excited about, this bad boy right here. This is the 18th anniversary Weilong V11. I guess they're doing this as like a thing for their cubes now. Maybe they'll do this for the entire year. I couldn't tell you, honestly. And we have this same type of red box for the anniversary. Oh, that's super cool. And we have the V11 AI box. This might be actually an AI cube. No, it's not an AI cube. But yeah, on this 18th anniversary V11, we have the same transparent internals. I really like the feeling of these transparent internals. It is a good mixture between kind of the black internals that I just tried and the primary internals, where it has a little bit more of that snappy feel, but it's still pretty plush. So I've really liked this 18th anniversary line of cubes, and I made the 18th anniversary Super V2, but I used the V11 primary for my PR average. So this could be a really good middle ground between those. So let's get right into it. Oh yeah. Yeah, so this is a V11 with a slightly different plastic, I imagine. But this feels really, really nice. Yeah, like I said, it's a good mixture between that black and that primary internal feeling. It's pretty crisp, but I don't know. I really like the V11. I really like the Super V2. They're kind of similar performance characteristics. But this one feels like it's a really good middle ground between the two. And I could pretty easily see myself maining this. Like I said, with all these cubes, I'm going to try to set them up and give them some play and see how they feel in solves. But first impressions, the cubes I'm most excited for, probably this. And then the V11s and then the V5s. But I'm excited about all of these, like, pretty excited about all of these. Because I am running somewhat of a main crisis. I have, like, 4 Super V2s, 18th anniversary editions, and all of them feel like, I don't know. I think I've messed up my setups on all of them. But I'm really excited to give these all a chance. I'm going to be streaming with these cubes tonight. I'll set them up. And then give some first impressions on them in like separate videos. But I'm going to be streaming, giving these some time, setting them up live. So if you're interested in that, you know, check out the stream tonight. I will be at a competition in Louisiana this weekend, and then I'll be at Westerns. And I will bring all of these cubes to Westerns, and hopefully you can get a chance to try them. So yeah, I mean, final thoughts. The V5s feel like a more modern V5, a little bit looser of a tensioning system. This feels like a standard V11, maybe a little bit looser, but I really like the black internals because it gives it a little bit of a snappier feel. And then this is like a mixture between a V11 and a 18th anniversary edition Super V2, which, yeah, all of these cubes seem really, really promising. I could see pretty much any of these being my main. I just need to set them up and give them some time. But yeah, thanks again to Moyu for sending these over. I'm really, really excited for these. And yeah, hopefully I can get some good results on them because they seem like really promising cubes. So thank y'all. Hopefully this was informative to a certain degree. I know I'm not the best at explaining these things, but I appreciate y'all for checking it out. And I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.